Good morning once again, and thank you for watching Sunrise at Sea this morning. Well, if you just joined us, you are right in time for Our Views. And what we do here on Our Views is we get to discuss different topics that affect you and I. And then we give our different perspectives towards these topics. This morning, we shall be discussing friends with benefits. Yes, friends with benefits. And the ladies, of course, join me here in studio. Sarah and Shivan. Good morning once again, ladies.
Morning.
Good morning.
Sarah. Well, it's quite a hot topic. As I said, we're discussing friends with benefits. And this lady, Sharon, is in kind of a predicament. And here we go. She wrote to us, and this is what she was saying. I began seeing my high school friend as we were both in between relationships, and it felt safer and comfortable with no dating pressure as we were long-term friends. Sharon goes on to say the whole friends with benefits thing was working until recently when he told me he has met someone and wants to end it. I thought we had grown to something more. I feel gutted. What should I do, Sharon? Now, friends with benefits is two people being romantically involved, intimately involved, but have no commitment whatsoever to one another. Ladies, have you ever been in a friends with benefits situation?
I've not been in a friends of benefit situation. However, that's the thing about friends of benefit situations. They can be very complicated because you see, you're going to get your feelings mixed up. You're going to get intimately involved with this person. And the next thing you know is that when they get someone else, then you're going to feel a certain kind of way, forgetting that it was actually a friend of benefit kind of situation. So to save yourself the heartbreak and torture, you might want to do away with being friends of benefit, because now I'm looking at what Sharon is going through. I mean, it was clearly a friends of benefit thing. I mean, we're intimate,
yes,
but you're helping me out. So why all of a sudden have you developed feelings over time for me? But you see, the longer you spend with someone and the more you get intimate with someone, the more your bodies, the more your souls, the more you're actually going to get attracted to this person. And psychologists have stated this. So, I mean, she should have seen this coming. However, it can be a very tricky situation, and I don't think I would want to find myself in that sort of predicament.
Sarah, a penny for your thoughts.
There's nothing tricky
clear cut
about this situation. It's clear cut. Friends with benefits. Period, point blank. What do you need? A PowerPoint presentation?
But she's clearly now mixed up, because now she's saying
that she's what? Getting attached?
yes.
But you knew what you were getting yourself into.
Catch
So now
flights,
why are you
not
get
feelings.
exactly? Why are you now starting to change the script, and yet you subscribe to something else? There's nothing complicated about it. And yes, you do get attached when you allow yourself to get attached. It's not the automatic that you're going to get attached. You know, stick to the game plan. Eh? Stick to it. Control your feelings. Stop
cross
it.
the line.
Stop inconveniencing people with your thoughts and your feelings. Nothing. We agreed, and now you want something else. There's nothing complicated about it. I think for ladies, because we are emotional beings, we usually attach a lot of sentiment to things. Stop it. If you do not want a friends with benefit relationship, don't even entertain one
Venture
to begin
into
with.
it.
Period.
Well, I think it's not black and white. I think it's not black and white, because like most people start out and they have agreed to these terms and conditions, but as time goes by, the lines get blurred a little bit.
No,
Yeah.
you are doing it wrong. Friends with benefits is you only meet up when the urge arises, right? So why are we going for movies together?
Isn't that a booty call,
What do
though?
you mean?
No, that's what friends with benefits. I talk to you sometimes, but then I do not have to share myself with you, my thoughts, my emotions. I don't have to come to you
There
for
should
that.
not be a
I
personal
beg to differ,
attachment
though. I
to
beg to
it.
differ, Sarah, because remember, here are your friends, and that is the nature of being friends. I think it's that emotional attachment, because you hang out. You actually hang out. You share a lot. Like, the emotional attachment of being friends is the one that gets people in a latch.
Yeah,
Because I
still-
think what you're saying is a booty
No,
call.
I'm not calling it a booty call. You are friends. You are friends. We talk. We just, we keep it, cordial sometimes or whatnot. And then when the urge arises, you come through and then you leave. But you
You
see,
come
when you
through.
have, when you're in a friends with benefit situation, let me tell you something. Do not spend the night. Number one, do your business and leave. That is why you're friends with benefits. You're not there for breakfast in the morning. Do your thing, call your Uber, get out of here, okay? Do not call them words of endearment, sweetie, honey, kachumbali. No, no, no.
Avocado.
Get out of here. Do not even meet their family and friends, because now when you start interacting with their friends and family, now you're going to also give the people around them the perception or the idea that perhaps you two are a couple. And that pressure from outside is going to lead one person into this young lady's predicament. Of, now I have feelings. Stop it. Get it out of your head. Yes, we talk. I WhatsApp you once in a while. The urge arises, and that is it.
But
Yeah?
understanding where Sarah is coming from.
This is not your boyfriend.
Okay.
No.
But
And also, you
under-
can't expect Valentine's gifts.
No.
No.
You
Absolutely
can't.
not.
Absolutely not.
But understanding where Sarah is coming from, I think it would take a certain level of also maturity and understanding to be able to say that, you know what, we are friends of benefits, I should not have certain expectations. Because for some people, the lines become very blurry if you're not mature enough. I feel that Sharon isn't mature enough, because if she's now, changing, and then from an entanglement, it's now becoming a love affair, yet it was a friend of benefits situationship, then it just becomes an issue. But it's complicated, because let me tell you, it is complicated. It is
Sarah
complicated
is
because
adamant.
this
I am very
is someone's
adamant.
body that is involved. These are someone's feelings that are being toyed with. Yes, you might have entered a friends
They're
of
not being
benefit,
toyed with,
but
Sharon.
they have entered a friends of benefit situation, yes, and now she's attached, and then the guy wants to move on. The question is, guys, it's very complicated.
This is
Do
what-
not get yourself in a situation where
Shivan.
you know that you cannot control your
Shivan,
emotions.
this is what happens when you don't ask questions or read the contract before signing. This is what
Exactly.
happens. Your feelings are your problem, not the other person's problem.
In this situation, they are. I actually agree with you, Sarah.
They are her problems, not the other
deal
person's
with.
problems. Yes. And she can't hold him at ransom. He now has now met somebody that he likes. And this is another thing. She set herself up for settling for that.
That's true.
Yeah.
She set herself up for that. And in his mind, Bambi, he must have registered it as, this is a girl I'm just going to have fun with, but she's not wife goals or wife material.
Such a
Or I don't
terrible
like
slap
her
on
like
the
that.
Oh, I
face.
don't like her like that. She set herself up for it. So do not go agreeing to things without reading the contract.
fine
Read
print.
it.
Consent.
Well,
Yes.
let's look at when friends with benefits, a relationship like that is right for you. And the first one is no commitment. You're not committed to this person. Yes, like Sarah said, you show up and then
Out.
Call an
out
Uber.
you go. No breakfast in bed or
Nothing.
anything like that.
Nope.
So there's no commitment. You are free to see other people or whatever it is you call it, and then you have an understanding as well. And in this situation, I think Sharon did not quite understand the understanding.
What she was signing up
Yes, so
for.
if you have an understanding, then this works. And if you are sure about the person as well, I mean, you've known this person for a long time. Like Sharon said, they have known each other since high school. She feels comfortable with the person, and she's sure that was the person she wanted to have this relationship, friends with benefits relationship with. And then you understand exclusivity. Yes, so you can see whoever you want to see. Like I said, you are not going to stalk people in the parking lot,
Thank you.
see where they
Yes.
are,
Hi, Sandra.
showing up at their place, expecting a Valentine's dinner. Honey, the guy
Please.
could be having Valentine's dinner with someone else or with 3 other people. You're
Or
on
with his
rotation, so
wife.
you need to understand that.
Yes.
And you are both flexible. It's not a must, like you need to do stuff together. If you're going to do this, then you can go ahead and do that. There's no, when you're in a relationship, you're supposed to do things together. Well, this doesn't happen in friends with benefits.
Yeah.
And this is when it's right for you, when you understand all these things, so that you don't find yourself in a predicament like where Sharon is right now.
Yeah.
She's like, the guy wants to move on, I've caught feelings, but you can't blame it on the guy because that was the contract.
Yes. This is the thing about friends with benefits relationships. Number one, don't make your BFF from high school your friend with your friend with benefits. Make your acquaintance. One person you randomly met someday and kind of found a liking to and you are physically attracted to. Yes, an acquaintance. I can have a conversation with you, but I'm not going to share deep personal things about myself or introduce you to my friends or family. Another thing with friends.
Sarah, how do you know so much information about friends with benefits?
I cannot confirm or deny any allegations, so don't ask me if I've ever been in such a relationship. You see, the thing also with friends with benefits relationship, if you're too busy to actually be in a relationship,
then it
if you
works.
have really long working hours, then this would absolutely be ideal for you. Or if you are just, say for instance, for single moms, and you are just on the grind right now, you're on the hustle, you're trying to make ends meet for you and your children, and you want to take a break from, you know, being in a committed relationship or actively dating a man, then friends with benefits do come in handy, because then you have someone to go have a casual drink with at the end of your work day, sometimes rant to them or vent to them, and then sometimes handle the business on cold days, and you get out. Don't stay for break. I'm not cooking for you. I'm not washing your clothes. I'm not ironing. Get out. Get your bye.
Just go. Boy,
Just
bye.
go. Yeah.
Well, let's see what people had to say on what Sharon should do. And Vaccinated Muzini says, friends with benefits actually is time.
Thank you.
For your case, thing is simple. Compose yourself, accept the outcome, and move on. I totally agree with him. And then Satam says, I would not mix business with pleasure. Neither would I do it with my friendships. It always ends in tears. Friends with benefits type of people have commitment issues.
That's definitely true.
I don't really agree though. It just
I
depends
do.
what stage of your life you're in. Like what Sarah said, if you're a single mom and you have a lot going on, then you don't have that kind of time to invest in a relationship.
No, but
And why should you
I
if
do
you're not
agree
ready?
I
Yes.
do agree that some people do have commitment
Absolutely.
issues, especially now we are a generation of hard people who have had heartbreaks and no longer want to, you know, give themselves to somebody like that. So a lot of people find themselves in these friends with benefits, or rather situationships.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or you get or entanglements, and it's a lot easy because they can walk out whenever they want. They are not answerable to you
They're
in
not
any type
accountable
of
in
way.
any way.
Yeah, but I agree with that. Some people, actually a lot of people who settle for this type of relationship definitely have commitment
issues.
problems.
Yeah.
Well, Frost DJ 256 says maybe he tried to take your thing to the next level and you couldn't read through the lines, so someone else did. Well, I highly doubt that. And Daniel Ekwalu says there is nothing like reading through the lines when it comes to emotions and feelings. Charles Sebale says, I presume you were almost the same age at high school. It's normally hard, especially the ladies, to keep such relationship as their thinking grows so fast in regard to their desires. So I rather you find another friend and let go. No, don't find another friend, please. Find a boyfriend.
Have you heard that saying that says the easiest way to get over someone is by getting under
a new
person?
one. Yes,
that
I've
is
had
good
that.
advice. Oh no, don't. Nah, I've just said it. I take back what I was going to say. I've just said it.
almost out there.
Scratch that. Well, Daniel goes on to say, just move on, get into a more stable and valuable relationship than being in a friends with benefits. I totally agree. Reality will sink in with time, depression, and within a period of time, there will be regrets. All I can say, close that chapter and move on. I totally agree with Daniel.
Look for his best friend.
Let's look at why friends with benefits is a bad idea.
Okay.
Why is it a bad idea?
Because people like Shivan go ahead and start catching feelings.
Why have you put me on this? That is why I would never do friends of benefits.
See,
because one, it involves emotions, it involves feelings. If I am dating someone, I just want to give them my all and I expect them to give me their all. So I would never be caught in a friend of benefits situation. It doesn't work for me. Simple. That is why it is a bad idea, especially if you're someone who is, Sandra and Sarah, why are you laughing? Especially if you're a very emotional person, or you get attached easily, or you know you want people to commit to you. Now me, I easily get attached to people that treat me right. So I wouldn't be caught dead in such a situation.
You're saying that now. Never say never.
No.
But the other reasons why it's not good for some people. It works for some people, but it's not good for some people because, like Shivan said, you get attached, and when you get attached, it can lead to anxiety, depression. You can start getting infatuated. You become a stalker. There are many things that can just spiral out of control. Also, there is the issue of STDs because you are not in a committed relationship with this person. I'm not sure. Sometimes people are not even using protection, and you don't know who the other person is, so getting entangled and involved with because you're not committed. So you have the liberty and freedom to go about your business with other people, and now you have a whole sexual network, and now diseases are getting spread.
That is quite true.
There's also the situation of getting pregnant, and there's some ladies who have gotten pregnant as a result of this type of relationship, and now that leads to the increase in single mothers, and now you're pregnant, and now you are more or less putting this on the guy, and yet it was not something that the two of you had had discussed or even wanted to be a possibility. So now here you are, you're pregnant, you're by yourself, he has left you, and he's marrying someone next weekend.
Yes, that is quite unfortunate. So let's look at why friends with benefits is a bad idea. First of all, things change. Like for Sharon, things have changed. He wants to move on to find somebody else. So you have to think of that. And then they're fickle. You can be on today, the next day you're not there. You cannot depend on this person because you're not in a committed relationship. And they cause tension as well, especially if you're in a group of friends and two of your friends are romantically involved. It can cause tension within the group, and it breeds resentment. For example, you find him or her with someone else and you're catching feelings, and then you start resenting, yet you agreed to this before you got in that relationship. And loss of friends as well. Some friends might just feel so uncomfortable and they would not want to hang out with you anymore. Or if things are not working out anymore, friends will pick sides. And then you lose friends in the process, and they are limited as well. You can't take this person to that Christmas party at your parents or go together for a wedding as your plus one because you're together but not together. So they're limited, and they give you a sense of false security, and that's what I think Sharon is going through here. She got this false sense of security thinking it would develop into something more, and guess what? It did not. So Sharon, I hope you have picked a leaf from this. Don't look for another friend with benefits, but find somebody else. Now, before I go, I would like you to watch this short clip on why you should not opt for friends with benefits, and then after, Sarah will be coming on with yet another interesting conversation. Watch this.
Let's talk about friends with benefits for a second. You see those barn sparrows right there? They're little barn friends. They're here, they lay their eggs, there's some little chickies in the nest and all that good stuff, and they eat mosquitoes and flies and different bugs in the barn. They are our barn friends, and they provide benefits. But every once in a while, when you're trying to saddle up your horse, they'll get you. They will poop on you, right? There's some crap that comes along with playing the game of friends with benefits. Just be careful, right? You're playing a dangerous game. The poop doesn't wipe away as easily as it does here. So manage your relationships well. Know that the benefits can have another side. Be careful and dominate life.